I wanted to make a quick video of something that I don't see a lot of people doing, which they really should be. So I've got a 6.4 Hemi over there that's getting a cam install and a full head build with AMS Performance parts. Well, with AMS's kit, they have a different valve geometry, so they supply you with different shims and stuff to install it. And they've done all of the math for you already, and they just kind of tell you which shims to use for what part numbers, which is all fine and dandy, but I always like to double check things and make sure that everything is 100% right, no matter what the manufacturer says. You never know, there could be some manufacturing defect that's not accounted for. And you don't want it to cost you a very expensive motor or a job. So the most important thing to check here with valve train components, not just for overhead cam, but or overhead valve, but even overhead cam, you all want to check your valve installed height. And how you do that, you can see I have set up here the shim kit, which consists of the spring seat, and then underneath that a couple more shims for the height adjustment as per manufacturer instructions. So I have the keepers in, I have the retainer in, and I have just this wrench holding it up. What you need what you need for this job tool wise is a spring gauge, which I got from Fowler, they're really cheap, and a caliper or micrometer or something of the sort. So what I did was I put my spring gauge, what you're checking is seat to seat, just like this, and you activate your spring gauge and lock it down with the little twisty part back here. And once you have it locked down, see if I can do this with one hand here, you take your caliper or micrometer and measure your distance. And this is no way an exact science, but what I'm getting is 1.785. Specification is 1.8. So this is damn near perfect for 0.02 of an inch. That isn't going to make a big difference. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this kit together as is. And the only thing else I want to check is coil bind. So once I have my rockers and cams and engine assembled, I'm going to leave the valve covers off, and I'm going to rotate the engine and just make sure that the coil springs aren't binding up on full lift. Another way I can do this with a head off is if I put the valve springs together like this, I can measure the lift of the lobe of the camshaft, and then I can simply push down that much and check for coil bind. But I prefer to do it with everything assembled. Some things can move and adjust and sit into place when everything has been assembled. So that's what we're going to do. But as far as doing a head on a bench, valve installed height is one of the most important checks that you can do. Hope that you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, leave a like and a share, and follow the link to my Facebook page and leave a like there and share it there. I'm a small business, so I live on requests like these. Thanks.